Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, a very special welcome to you. If you are returning, thank you so much for your support. In today's video, I will be talking about a very heavy topic. We've recently just gotten into the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. In line with that, then today's topic, I felt it relevant that we just discuss about issues of rape or sexual assault. So we will start with just what the definition of rape is. Rape is defined, I'm just going to read, you will notice that I'm reading. Rape is a type of sexual assault, usually involving sexual intercourse or other forms of sexual penetration carried out against a person without that person's consent. So consent is a major, factor to determine whether, it is rape or not. So the act might be carried out by physical force, coercion, abuse of authority, or against a person who is incapable of giving valid consent, such as one who is unconscious, incapacitated, has an intellectual disability, or is below the legal age of consent. So I think a lot of you will actually know of a drama that we're currently watching on Gomorrah, where actually, there's abuse of power, a teacher who is, continuously raping a character in the story in Gomorrah. And, that's just highlighting also that, gender-based violence is actually not against women and children only, but it also can be, gender-based violence against males as well, which I thought was such an interesting factor that challenged, the stereotypes that we understand rape to be. And, we've got to also just, think of, young boys who fall victim of gender-based violence or sexual assault. We'll talk about what it is, what you can do to protect yourself. We'll also chat about what to do in the unfortunate event that you find yourself a victim of gender-based violence of any sort, if you find yourself a victim of rape, and also just to talk about what the rape kit entails and how it helps you as a victim when you then go through the process of reporting to the authorities, going through court. We'll also talk about, the effects of gender-based violence, the effects of rape, and then just share a bit on places, organizations that offer help to victims of gender-based violence or rape. So something that's very important, if you are in the unfortunate situation where, you are sexually assaulted or raped, is that you know what to do. So I don't know how many of us actually, stop to think. Obviously, it's not something that you would want to plan for. Nobody wants to have that happen to them. But I think it's so important that you know, because of the confusion that I think a person would find themselves having should they find themselves in that situation. It's important that you know that, you've got to see a medical practitioner, that they put together a rape kit, which will come very handy in making sure that they have enough evidence or build enough evidence. In the definition, they spoke of someone being unconscious or incapacitated, where in date rape, for example, some people would spike your drink. So it's just issues around that you've got to be extra careful, that you really watch even what you eat, because then somebody might just spike your drink, put something in your food, and obviously just take advantage of you in that way, and you fall victim of rape. Okay, so I think it's important that we chat around what to do if you have been raped. So make sure that you do not wash or douche, because you don't want to wash away any evidence that could be crucial and used against the attacker in court. I spoke of the rape kit, so this is part of that rape kit where they put together different objects or items that can aid in the investigation. And also call the police. There's the 10111 number, or if you are not comfortable, you can call the rape crisis center. And it's important also that you go to an emergency room or you see a doctor who will make a record of any injuries that you possibly sustained during the rape, or and obviously if you need treatment, they would then treat you. And also they will possibly take samples of any fluid that could be left in the vagina or anus, and that will be tested then, and that will be part of evidence. And they may take any other objects, or maybe an item of clothing where they can possibly pick up the perpetrator's hair or anything that will aid in the investigation. So the evidence that they collect then from the sexual abuse or rape victim can assist or aid in the criminal rape investigation and the prosecution then of the suspected person. Now, how do you protect yourself against rape? So we need to just be extra careful, where one really needs to be very careful and take responsibility of themselves, and just to stay in control of your surroundings, what you are consuming in terms of your drinks. It doesn't even have to be alcoholic drinks. I mean, somebody can spike any drink really if you're sitting and having drinks. So to watch your drinks, and be careful that you don't leave your drink. And also very important, don't walk alone at night. Make sure that if you're hanging out with some people, or if you're going home late, that maybe somebody comes out to meet you at the gate, or just anything to really make sure that you take precautions to protect yourself, because really it's not something that anybody expects to happen to them at any point. So you've got to take a bit of steps towards just ensuring your safety. And also we know that rape often happens with people that are known to us. So make sure that you don't get talked into anything that you don't want to do. If you're in a relationship and you're not comfortable taking the relationship to that level, make sure that you stand your ground, and just also ensure that you then possibly meet with the person in public places if they might coerce you into doing something that you're not ready to do. And also learn ways to defend yourself. A basic self-defense, you could possibly use your keys if you are attacked. If you are driving, you can possibly drive with something, a pen that you can possibly use if somebody tries to open your window forcefully. That just those basic things that we can get to learn. If you can get a pepper spray, get that, or just anything to make sure that you can basically just draw attention or ward off the perpetrator when they're trying to do anything, even if they're not trying to rape you. I will have a video just on safety, especially around this time, around the holidays, how we can just make sure that we are safe. And also trust your feelings. And if somebody seems threatening, even if you know them, don't continue the friendship. I think our gut feel is the greatest gift that we have, where you have that unsettling feeling in your spirit. Then break all ties with that person if they make you feel uneasy in any way. Very important that you also go and report with the police, and then the police will actually assist to take you through the whole process. So if you are in an emergency like that, you can contact 10111. You can contact the Gender-Based Violence Command Center, and I will share the contacts for all these. And then there's a helpline, also a Stop Gender Violence helpline. I will put all of this information. So in terms of the statistics, the situation is really shocking. With the police recording 42,289 rape cases in the period 2019-2020. And so they say that this means then the average of rape cases each day is 116. And yeah, it is very shocking. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. So I think we just have to do our best. So, it is true that sometimes you cannot prevent it happening to you, but whatever little that we can do to protect ourselves, I urge, women, I urge, young children, that we talk to them about these things, that they don't hold it in, that they speak out, tell somebody, get the help that they need, because there's, effects of this kind of violation that can extend to a person having certain conditions. I'm just gonna get to talk about, how rape can harm victims. Possible emotional effects could be, feelings of shame, embarrassment, guilt, feelings of unworthiness, and also, feelings of worthlessness. And one might also have problems with fear. They might develop depression. They might have anger issues. They might have trust issues, with relationships going forward, or against people of the same sex as that of the perpetrator. And also, they might have difficulties, with attraction to men. That's if the attacker was a man, and vice versa. And also, it might affect their consensual sex later in life. And also, they might deal with, having flashbacks of, the attack and nightmares. And so it's important then, that one seeks the necessary help. There's lots of organizations, that assist. I think in the area where you live, the police will definitely be of assistance to connect you with these organizations, whether it's FAMSA, whether it's Childline. These organizations definitely would be able to assist you. I will share, contact details. How can all of us assist, to curb, gender-based violence, rape, or sexual assault against women and children, or even any other, sex, meaning also against men, against boys? So we need to support people that victims of these acts, get them details of organizations that are able to help them. And also we need to report, especially in cases where it's minors, even if it's a father that's violated. I think, sometimes as families, we shield perpetrators of these acts. And that means then the cycle just continues, because if you don't stop it, then they are bound to, violate more and more victims. So we need to report, whether it's somebody in the family, whether, it's somebody we know. We need to report and, support and make sure that the victims then of these acts do get support by the organizations, by professionals that are trained to assist with these incidences. So yeah, I think let's all just take care, make sure that we do a little bit to ensure our safety, and also that in the event then that the unfortunate thing happens, that we are attacked in any way, that we know where to go and what to do. So I hope this video has helped you, just to give you a little bit of knowledge. Let us go research more, read about this. And obviously, if you have been a victim, I hope that you don't stay a victim forever, that you become a survivor once you've accessed the necessary help, and that you build your life then, and just move forward, with everything good that's in store for you, that you don't let it define you, that you don't let it define your future or prevent you from being your great self. So I hope this video has been helpful, just to shed some light around issues of gender-based violence, especially rape. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. If you found the video helpful, give it a massive thumbs up and put the notification bell on. Go ahead and have yourself a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.